talk a few minutes about web publishing basics. You've created your website using a program such as Dreamweaver or Microsoft Expressions. Now you want to go live, put it on the internet. What's next? You'll notice that every website has a unique address or URL up here in the address bar. URL stands for Uniform Resource Locator. If you're thinking about building your own website, let's go through the steps that you'll need to follow to obtain your unique web address or URL to use once your site is created. Here is some background information about the internet and URLs. To reach another person on the internet, you have to type an address into your computer, a name or a number. That address has to be unique so computers know where to find each other. ICANN, which stands for Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers, coordinates these unique identifiers across the world. Without that coordination, we wouldn't have one global internet. Now you want to purchase your own URL or domain name. Where do you begin? There are many places that will help you find your unique web address. GoDaddy, this is the one I have up here now, GoDaddy.com, Network Solutions, let me see if I have that one available. Here's another one that you can go to. There are just many places where you can purchase a domain name. There are hundreds of places where you can purchase your domain name. So you've purchased your unique domain name. So what is the next step? The next step is to have your website hosted. Once you've purchased your domain name, then you need to find a host, someplace that you will be able to store your files on the internet where people can view your website. I found a place called Find My Hosting just by doing a web hosting comparison, and you'll notice here that there are a bunch of different sites that you can look at that will host your internet, host your website: Yahoo, Supergreen, Bluehost, FastCow, JustHost, as well as GoDaddy and some of the other places. Those are places where you can host your. Now you've purchased your domain name, you've paid your hosting fee to a website host company. The final step is to upload your files to the web host. To do this, an FTP file transfer protocol program is usually used. An example of an FTP program that is easy to use is Free FTP Commander, and you can see the shot here. FTP Commander is one of many programs available for web designers to use to transfer their files to the web server. Here's an example of how one would use FTP Commander. You'll notice your computer files are on the left of the screen when you download this particular program, and on the right of the screen is going to be your host once you do some setup. And then what you'll do is you'll select the files that you want to send, you'll click on the arrow, and then it will send those files over to the web host that you have chosen. Basically, to review some of the basic steps for web publishing, first of all, you're going to create your website. After that, and you can use many programs for that, you can use Dreamweaver, FrontPage, some free programs. And once you create your website the way you'd like it, and it's going to have many files and pictures and different aspects, then you're going to purchase your domain name. And again, you can go to GoDaddy, you can go to Network Solutions. Then you're going to find a web server to host your website. The web server could be GoDaddy or Network Solutions, or you can find a different site that's free or cheap or somewhere else on the internet. There are hundreds and hundreds of them. So you're the consumer, you'll have to figure out which web host you'd like to use. And then once you pay your hosting fees, then you will upload your website files using your web creation software. You can use Dreamweaver to upload your files. You can use FrontPage to upload your files, and or you can just use a very basic FTP program that will send your files to your server, and the one that I use is FTP Commander. So I hope this gives you a general overview on web publishing basics.